In exercise 15, you were given an unknown Enterobacteriaceae. For this assignment, you are going to be investigating a little more information about the organism that you identified using the API 20E. You are going to understand and report on the metabolic characteristics used in identification of this enteric bacterium. Your assignment is to write a help wanted ad or some type of other ad for the organism you identified in the lab from your API 20E. This is a creative assignment, so have some fun with it. And in the assignment you are going to include information on the carbohydrates that the organism fermented using the results from your API 20E, the enzymes produced, again using the results from the API 20E, the habitat where this organism typically lives, and from this you'll use your textbook and internet research. And finally, the diseases this organism can cause. This can come from the text and also from internet researches. All positive results are to be included in your ad, so if you'll take a look at this Escherichia coli API 20E results, you can see that ONPG is positive and LDC are positive, so you would have to include this where they belong appropriately. Are they carbohydrates? Are they enzymes? What do these tests tell us? Remember to include the nitrate test and the oxidase test. These were tests that you did in lab when you set up the API 20E. They actually are not part of the API 20E. And the carbohydrates and the enzymes can be identified from the table in the lab manual and also in the introduction to this exercise. Let's take a look at what one of these ads might look like. This can be an employment ad, a personal ad, a missed connections lab, or an obituary. Be creative. And here's an example, Shigella sonii. In yellow, I've highlighted the habitat. A few gut dwellers wanted. Employment available only in humans. No animal work involved. Well, Shigella sonii only infects humans, and it's usually transmitted through contaminated food. It also tells you in this ad, employment benefits include free lunch of salads, potato, tuna, shrimp, etc., raw vegetables, milk, dairy products, and poultry. And this indeed is the way that Shigella sonii is transmitted from one person to another through the fecal-oral contamination. In pinkish purple, you see the diseases that are caused. Here, willing to cause abdominal pain, cramps, diarrhea, fever, vomiting, blood, pus, or mucus in stools, and tenesmus. The carbohydrates utilized are in gray. This came from the API 20E, so I would look back, look at all of the carbohydrates represented on the API 20E, and those that were positive I would use in this ad. So for Shigella sonii, the ability to ferment glucose, sucrose, and lactose to acid and gas would be included here. Remember, carbohydrates usually end in "-ose", but not always. Lactose is a carbohydrate. Here you hear the "-ose" there. But amygdalin is also a carbohydrate, and it doesn't end in "-ose". And finally, the enzymes produced are in blue. Enzymes usually end in "-ase". And again, your results are going to come from your API 20E. Here you can see that Shigella sonii produces tryptophanase. Tryptophanase breaks down tryptophan to indole. And this organism also produces nitrate reductase, which reduces nitrate to nitrite. Be sure to hand in your API results with your ad so that I can check that you have looked at all of the positive results. And you can print your results from the API website, or you can hand in your handwritten API slip. Good luck and have a little fun with this.